Hello and welcome to Education at SSBJ online video tutorials. We shall start this video with two more questions of class 9th chapter motion. The first question is, a car travels 30 km at a uniform speed of 40 km per hour and next 30 km at a uniform speed of 20 km per hour. Find its average speed. And the next question is, what is velocity? Now carefully look at these questions. Two terms are very important. The first question has got, I have bolded it properly here. This is the term. A car travels 30 km at a uniform speed. Right? You have already learned what do you mean by uniform speed. Uniform speed is nothing but constant speed. So it is constant speed of 40 km per hour, means every small intervals of time speed remains same. Generally it doesn't happen, but this is just a situation given. And the next 30 km at a uniform speed of 20 km per hour. So let me again repeat, this 20 km per hour remains same throughout 30 km for every small time. Find average speed. Now this is the new term which we have come across. They have not asked find speed, find average speed. We shall recall the concept of speed here. What is speed then? If a car travels for some distance, right? How much of distance? In how much of time? Suppose the distance covered by the car is 60 km. Notice it, kilometer. And it takes a time of just 2 hours. How do you calculate speed? The speed is given by the formula equal to total distance covered, that is 60 km, divided by the total time taken. So that amounts to total distance covered is 60 km and time taken is 2 hours, and it is going to be 60 by 2. So that amounts to 30. Speed is 30, but 30 what? This is in kilometer and this is in hour, so it is kilometer per hour. So please notice this. It's not meter per second, right? So you have to complete your answers with the unit. And what is the unit here? Kilometer per hour. Right? Now let me highlight this kilometer per hour. And why did I highlight that kilometer per hour? So 30 km per hour can also be written like this, please remember. But kilometer per hour is not the SI unit of speed. Okay, what do you mean by SI unit? And what is the SI unit of speed? The SI unit of speed is meters per second. So that is the SI unit of speed. What does SI unit? SI unit is an international system of measurement that is used universally for scientific and technical researches. Right? For example, length, the SI unit is meter. Force, SI unit is Newton. Right? And speed, SI unit is meter per second. Right? So this is, and there are many physical quantities and you have their SI units. Since SI unit of speed is meter per second, sometimes you may get a question, convert this kilometer per hour into meter per second. And we know that 60 km, if you can convert into meters, okay, you have to multiply by 1000, because 1000 1000 meter is equal to 1 kilometer. So these many meters is equal to 60 kilometers. In the same way, first you have to convert 2 hours into minutes, and every minute you have to convert into second, and therefore you have to multiply 2 hours by 60 into 60, and then we get converted into seconds. So therefore speed can be equal to 60, right, into, and what is that 60? 60 is this, 60 into 1000. Why 1000? Because we have converted that into meters. Okay, and now what does this 2 into 60 into 60? And why this 60? We have converted 2 hours into minutes first, and then we have converted into seconds. Now I am purposely highlighting this number. This is a multiplication signal symbol. Now if you take out this 0 0 goes, and finally you get 10 by 18, 10 by 36. So I can write 10 divided by, that will be equal to 60 by 2 into 10 divided by 6 into 6. Okay, so that is equal to, this will be equal to 5 by 18. Okay, if you cancel, so finally you get speed is equal to 60 by 2 into 5 by 18. Now why did I separately calculated this? Because just to understand that if you want to convert any number which is in kilometer per hour, right, into meter per second, if you want to convert a speed which is in kilometer per hour into meter per second, you have to multiply this kilometer per hour by 5 by 18. And why that 5 by 18? You see this 1000 divided by 60 into 60 results into 5 by 18. So straightway you can take this 5 by 18 fraction and then multiply that number which is in kilometer per hour. You get a number which is in meter per second. Plus remember, point to be noted here is that SI unit of speed is meter per second, and you can convert kilometer per hour into meter per second by multiplying by 5 by 18. Right, so we'll go ahead now. The answer of entire calculation here is 8.33, which is equal to 8.33 meter per second actually. Okay, so please don't forget to write this unit, which is very important. Okay, generally we tend to forget this unit while answering our question. Right, let us take another example here. Okay, a car goes front and then turns and goes right angle to its original direction, and if you can denote or mark the direction which has traveled, you can mark like this. Let's say if it covers 4 kilometer in this direction and then turns and covers a 3 kilometer, and suppose if it takes some time to come from here to here, right, from A to initial position to final position, suppose let us take this situation, will take time as 0.2 hours. Please note. Okay, how will you calculate the speed? And what is speed? Speed is equal to total distance covered divided by total time taken. And what is the total distance covered? 7 kilometer divided by 2 hours, 0.2 hours, sorry, 0.2 hour, which is equal to 7 kilometer divided by 2 by 10 hours, because this is 2 by 10. Okay, and that is equal to 7, this is hours, 7 into 10 by 2, because this becomes multiplication. So generally what happens, 7 into this becomes 10 by 2, right? And finally you get a speed which is in kilometer per hour, 35 kilometer per hour. Now I'm not going to convert this into meter per second. Let us keep in this way. The speed of the car here from traveling from A to C is 35 kilometer per hour. Right? Please remember this. Now, suppose if I can take this to one corner and try to calculate displacement divided by time taken. We know what is time taken, 2 hours, but we don't know what is the displacement. What we have found is total distance divided by time. Distance is different than displacement. And how to calculate the displacement which is from A to C? You have to use Pythagoras theorem, right? So let us try to find displacement. Okay, so if this A and this point is B and then it has changed the direction and gone to C, and this becomes a displacement, and this AC can be calculated by using Pythagoras theorem. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, right? And so AC square is equal to 4 square plus BC square is 3 square, right? So this is 3 and this is 4, and therefore AC square is equal to 16 plus 9. So 4 square is 16 and 3 square is 9. That becomes AC square is 25, and therefore AC is equal to plus or minus 5 kilometer. Right? So this displacement is 5 kilometer. Now suppose if you can put this value here 5 kilometer and time remains same 0.2 hour, what will be the answer? Right? So we'll do it here. So 5 kilometer, purposely I am writing here kilometer, and total time taken is 2 hour. So this is 2 by 10. So 10 goes to the top, right? So 5 kilometer by 0.2 hour is equal to 25 kilometer per hour. And how did you get 25 kilometer per hour? You can do the calculation here. 5, this is the calculation, 5 divided by 2 by 10, which is equal to 5 into 10 by 2. So 2 5s are 5 5s are 25 kilometer per hour. And what is that 25 kilometer per hour? There is some name which is given to this. Okay, what is this? Displacement divided by total time taken. And what is that name? Please remember, it's called velocity. Okay, so velocity of the body is the distance traveled by it per unit time in a given direction. Okay, I am stressing it, given direction. Look at this. And why is this direction is mentioned? Because velocity always associated with the direction. Because velocity is displacement by time, displacement has got some particular direction. Suppose if an object goes here, it's the initial position A and travels all around and comes to B. Now what is the shortest distance? That is a displacement, and shortest distance is from A to B, and it has got some specific direction, whereas distance, the direction keeps changing. Understood? There is no specific direction when there is a distance is covered. Okay, but for displacement there is a direction. Therefore a shortest distance with the direction is nothing but displacement, and displacement divided by time amounts to velocity. And therefore remember, distance traveled by it per unit time in a given direction. This is meaning of this is nothing but displacement. And therefore now we can understand the difference between speed and velocity. Okay, now speed is just distance covered in unit time. But velocity is distance covered in unit time in a given direction. So this is added here, right? So we can write here, speed of the body is the distance traveled by it per unit time, and velocity is velocity of the body is distance traveled by it per unit time in a given direction. Please remember this. Now, since this has a direction, what type of quantity is it? It's a vector quantity. It's a vector quantity, and this will be a scalar quantity. Please refer the previous videos. All those having no direction but only magnitude is a scalar quantity, and every physical quantity having both magnitude and direction is a vector quantity, and therefore a speed is a scalar quantity, velocity is a vector quantity. And then now, since speed is distance divided by time, a distance is always greater than 0, right? Distance is always greater than 0, because if an object moves from one end to another end, there has to be a distance, okay? Either 1 meter, 2 meter, any distance. It can't be 0. If the distance becomes 0, it means that object has not moved at all. But what about displacement? You learned that if an object goes from A to B, and if it comes back here to initial position, then displacement becomes 0. Or if it moves on a circular path and comes back in its position, then the displacement becomes 0. And if the displacement becomes 0, since velocity is displacement divided by time, and if this quantity becomes 0, the velocity can become 0. Therefore, our next difference is speed cannot become 0, but velocity can become 0, right? Now see, compare this slide with the first slide of this, or second slide of this video tutorial. We had a question, what is velocity in that, okay? This is the answer for that, and we have got the difference between velocity and speed here. Now we'll go to the question, first question. Okay, a car travels 30 km at a uniform speed of 40 km per hour, and a next 30 km at a uniform speed of 20 km per hour. Okay, many things are given here. Find the average speed. Okay, let us try to picturize this, visualize this problem. A car travels first 30 kilometers. Look at this, first 30 kilometers. Uniform speed means constant speed. Okay, and what is the constant speed? Speed is equal to 40 km per hour. Okay, it is in kilometer per hour and distance is in kilometer. And next 30 km, again distance remains same. Next 30 km, the speed changes here. From here to here, the speed remains 20 km per hour, but it is uniform speed. Again, constant speed. Right? Now, find the average speed. The moment we read this average speed, we tend to make a great mistake here, because since the speed is given, please notice this, since the speed is given, what we tend to do is we will just, one is 40 km per hour, another is 20 km per hour, and immediately we will try to sum up, so it becomes 60 km per hour. And average of these two, 40 plus 60 divided by 2, which will be 30 km per hour is the speed. That answer, if you write, it's wrong. So never to simply find the average of these two speeds, which will give you wrong answer. What is speed then? Okay, speed is distance covered divided by time. Okay, and average speed also total distance covered divided by total time. No change in the definition, right? So we shall solve this problem in the next video tutorial. Till then, you also try, and let me give the clue for you. Here distance is given and here distance is given. So total distance is here. Total distance is 60 kilometer, but time is not given. Now using these two numbers, you have to find time. Again using these two numbers, how much time it requires here. Then you have to add these two times. How will you find the time? If speed is equal to distance divided by, I am writing in short, time. Therefore cross multiplication, therefore time will be equal to, time is distance divided by speed. So you do calculation here, distance divided by speed, right? It becomes one number, you get a number here, that is time from here to here, another number, a time from here to here. You add this total time and substitute that total time here. So this is the time, and you will get answer in kilometer per hour. Please do this on your own. I have given a sufficient direction and guidelines to calculate this. Okay, what you have to do, find the time here. Again time here, add it. Distance is already given, 30 plus 30, 60. Okay, remember average speed is total distance covered divided by total time, but never take an average of 20 km per hour and 40 km per hour straight way and give you an answer. So that becomes a wrong answer for you. Okay, see you in the next video tutorial.